Yeah.
So thank you again. Welcome to everyone. Thanks for attending. So we decided to go with something a little different this time around for our concerts. So we have Bill Tong here and Dean Milano, who are based in or close to Chicago, as many of you heard. And they are. I just thought that around this time, I figured that the weather was still going to be pretty cold and people would enjoy some Hawaiian music. And before I go on any further, spotlight you,
There we
Phil
go.
and Dean. So I just also wanted to let everyone know um, how much we appreciate the Arthur Foundation for Public Giving, who are sponsoring this program. So they're very generous with their support.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So a little bit about our performers today, Bill Tong and Dean Milano. So Bill performed for the Hawaiian music band A Bunch of Coconuts and has previously played with Na Mele Aloha. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Okay, great. He is a multi-instrumentalist who has performed solo and with various folk, country, old-timey, and rock bands for the last 25 years. And Dean has performed solo and with a multitude of bands of many different musical styles for over 50 years. So we're very happy to have them perform today. And you can start when you're ready.
All right, we're ready to go. I'm Dean. This is Bill. We got the word that they needed a Hawaiian show, so I gave my friend Bill over in Hawaii a call yesterday, and I said, Bill, could you get in to do a Hawaiian show? So he flew in last night, and now here we are ready to go. So, and if you believe that, we got a bridge in Brooklyn we might want to sell you too. But and Bill's going to give you a little history of Hawaiian music before we start, and then we're going to get going some great old Hawaiian songs for you, some old and new songs. So,
Okay, Hawaiian music is a mixture of the original music of the natives and some influences from Portuguese sailors who brought a small guitar with them, and they adapted that, and it became the ukulele. And then Hawaiian music was brought to the mainland U.S. in 1915. It was called the Pan-Pacific Exposition.
yeah.
And so Hawaiian music received an infusion of American influences, particularly ragtime and jazz. So those musical styles merged, and when you hear if you're a musician, if you hear some of the chord progressions, it kind of reminds you the way the chords change in ragtime. So what I'm doing, since I'm not really Hawaiian, I was there once when on my honeymoon.
And I've been there a couple times.
So most of the songs are going to be in English. There are a few where I did learn Hawaiian lyrics, and I practiced it enough to be able to do it. So these are known as hapahale songs, and a lot of these were written back in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some. These are a little bit more well known. Don Ho and other Hawaiian performers performed them decades ago. So we're going to do a medley. The first number is called Little Grass Shack and Little Brown Gal.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakekua, Hawaii. I want to be with all the Connies and Wahinis that I used to know. I can hear the old guitars playing on the beach at home now. I can hear the old pine saying, hey, como mai, oka ua, ika hale, velika hale. Won't be long till my ship will be sailing back to Kona. A grand old place that's always fair to see. You're telling me I'm just a little Hawaiian and homesick on the board. I want to go back to my fish and pork. I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakekua, Hawaii, where the huma huma nuku nuku apua go swimming by. Where the huma huma nuku nuku apua go swimming by. It's not the islands fair that I call belong to me. It's not the balmy air nor the tropical sea. Just a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. In Waikiki, no Kamehameha's Polly, nor the Beach Boys free with the Ho'omale. Just a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Through that island wonderland, she broken all the Kane's hearts. It's not hard to understand, for that Wahine is a gal of parts. I'll be leaving soon, but the thrill I enjoy is not the island moon, nor the fish and the pork. Just a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Just a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
There you go. Little grass shack, little brown girl.
Okay, this next song is called Lovely Hula Hands. Lovely hula hands, graceful as a bird in motion, gliding like the gulls over the ocean. Lovely hula hands, kulimanani e. Lovely hula hands, tailing up the rains in the valley, and the swirling wind on the pali. Lovely hula hands, kulimanani e. I can feel the soft caresses of your hula hands, your lovely hula hands. Every move expresses, oh, I'll understand all the tender meaning of your hula hands. Fingertips to say aloha. Say to me again, I love you, lovely hula hands, kulimanani e. I can feel the soft caresses of your hula hands, your lovely hula hands. Every little move expresses, so I'll understand all the tender meanings of your hula hands. Fingertips that say aloha. Say to me again, I love you, lovely hula hands, kulimanani e. Say to me again, I love you, lovely hula hands, kulimanani e.
Lovely hula hands. Hey.
Okay, this next number is Pearly Shells, which Don Ho made popular.
Ah.
Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all the little pearly shells. For every grain of sand I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. For every grain of sand I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all the little pearly shells, more than all the little pearly shells.
Pearly shells. One thing I learned when I did some DJing is you always have to repeat the name of the song when it's done.
Yeah.
I got yelled at on the radio for not doing that once. Dean, you got to say the name of the song when you're finished. I'm like, okay. Now I know.
All right, this next song dates back more than a century, and it came after the jazz influences commingled with Hawaiian music, and it was written by G.H. Stover and Henry Kalamai, arranged by Sonny Kuna. So there were some Hawaiian musicians who took place. And it was introduced at the Hawaii Pavilion at the San Francisco Panama Pacific Exposition in 1915, and it's called On the Beach at Waikiki. So we're going to pick up the pace here.
Yeah.
Sweet brown maiden said to me, as she gave me language lessons on the beach at Waikiki. Honikawa hua wiki wiki, she then said, and smiled in glee, but she would not translate for me on the beach at Waikiki. Honikawa hua wiki wiki, she repeated playfully. Oh, their lips were so inviting on the beach at Waikiki. Honikawa hua wiki wiki, she was dancing over me, and I set her skirt on fire. Whoa. Accidentally on the beach at Waikiki. Honikawa hua wiki wiki, she was surely teasing me, so I caught that maid and kissed her on the beach at Waikiki.
On the beach at Waikiki. There you go.
Yeah.
I got to ask you something, Bill, because I don't think I said this before. I had read that years ago, Hawaiian music had virtually started disappearing from the Hawaiian Islands, and that hardly anybody was playing it. And some fellow from the United States, the Continental, came over and was so upset about that that he started an organization that got people playing the old Hawaiian music again. Have you heard that story before?
No.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That Hawaiian music, this is probably back in the 50s or something, or 60s. People had stopped playing the Hawaiian. They were playing all new, modern music, and he actually made a big effort to get Hawaiian music back again. And ever since then, it's been much more prevalent than it was for quite a while there.
That's good. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a band later on.
Exactly. Yeah, you can thank that guy, whoever he was.
Okay, the song "Blue Hawaii" is associated with Elvis because he starred in the movie by that name, and he played that song. But
Elvis
the song,
Presley.
Elvis Presley, yes.
Elvis
But
Presley.
the song was actually written back in 1937.
Ah, okay.
So I'll do it sort of semi-Elvis style. I don't sing like Elvis.
You sound exactly like Elvis.
Yeah, sure.
You don't look that like him, but just sound just like him. Yeah, that's
My dad looked like him. My dad.
Did he really?
My dad's taller than me, and he had he had the pompadour.
The pompadour,
The fact that he was
yeah.
Chinese, but he had black hair. Okay.
Yeah, right. That's great.
All right.
All right.
Night and you in blue Hawaii. The night is heavenly, and you are heaven to me. Lovely you and blue Hawaii. With all this loveliness, there should be love. Come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young, and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii. And my good old country, this lonely night of nights with you. Come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young, and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine could all come true this magic night of nights with you. And mine could all come true this magic night of nights with you. Blue Hawaii.
Blue Hawaii. Made famous by Elvis the Pelvis Presley. You want to make sure that you understand it was Elvis the Pelvis, not the other Elvis Presley, but the pelvis.
Okay, I'm gonna be up half a step, so it'd be
All right.
E flat or D
Yeah.
sharp. Okay. Okay, Donahoe made the song "Tiny Bubbles" famous,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do "Tiny Bubbles." Tiny bubbles in the wine make me happy, make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of the golden moon, and here's to the silver sea. But mostly here's a toast for you and me. Tiny bubbles in the wine make me happy, make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the ginger lady I give to you day. And here's a kiss that will not fade away. Tiny bubbles in the wine make me happy, make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. With a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. Tiny bubbles.
Done. Ho, 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 ho.
Okay, this next song is called Hukilau. Hukilau is a seafood harvest that's done by nets by the seashore.
Yeah.
And so the Hukilau is both the fishing and the feast that follows.
Yeah.
So this is called Hukilau. What a wonderful day for fishing in the old Hawaiian way. All the Hukilau nets are swishing down an old Laie Bay. Oh, we're going to the Hukilau, the Hukilau. Everybody loves the Hukilau, where the lava is the kaka at the big luau. We'll throw our nets out into the sea, and all the ama come a swimming in me. Oh, we're going to the Hukilau, the Hukilau. What a wonderful day for fishing in the old Hawaiian way. All the Hukilau nets are swishing down an old Laie Bay. Oh, we're going to the Hukilau, the Hukilau. There is romance beneath Hawaiian skies, where the lovely hula maidens roll their eyes, while the silvery moon is shining above. The Connies and Mahine sing a song about love. Paradise now at the Hukilau, the Hukilau. Paradise now at the Hukilau, the Hukilau. Hukilau. Hope you're hungry.
Now, when we were in Hawaii, we went to a luau, of course. Is this the same thing as a luau, or is there a difference between a Hukilau and a luau?
I think the Hukilau is more of a seasonal thing, because they have an optimum time to harvest.
Yeah.
Whereas the luau is kind of a traditional song and dance. I mean, yeah, they have food and they have dance.
Oh yeah, sure did. They had great food.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian food was wonderful when I was there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do a contemporary Hawaiian song called Island Style. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Mama's in the kitchen cooking dinner real nice. Beef stew on the stove, lomi salmon on ice. We eat and drink and we sing all day. Kani kapila in the old Hawaiian way. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Grandma's house on the weekend clean yard, 'cause if we no go, Grandma gonna work hard. You know my grandma grandma every minute, every hour. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side.
Cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Island
style.
style. There you go.
Okay, this is the ukulele number now.
Ah, okay. Bill's going to change over to the ukulele right now. The ukulele was invented by my dad about 4 years ago. Oh, there I go again. No, I'm just kidding. Not, as they say.
Okay, no, the ukulele is basically a small guitar with a higher tuning, and it has 4 strings, so it lacks the bass strings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you put a capo on the 5th string, the 5th fret of the guitar, and you don't have the bass strings, you have a ukulele. But a lot of ukuleles have an octave higher on the low string. I play it with the lower string on there. All right, this song is called Waimanaolo Blues, and I think it was written in maybe the 70s or 80s. So here, this is called Waimanaolo Blues. It's a Hawaiian number, more contemporary. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Go down on the road again, starting where the mountains left me. I end up where I began. Where I will go, the wind only knows. Good times around the bend. Get in my car, going too far, never coming back again. Tired and worn, this morning, found that I was confused. Spun right around, found I had lost the things that I couldn't do. Beaches they sell, they build their hotels, my father and I once knew. Birds all along, sunlight at dawn, singing Waimanaolo blues. So old, far from the countryside. Birds on the wing, forgetting their wild. I'm headed for the windward side. Of all of your dreams, sometimes it seems I'm just along for the ride. Someday we'll cry because they have pride for someone whose love here died. The beaches they sell, build their hotels, my father and I once knew. Birds all along, sunlight at dawn, singing Waimanaolo blues. Singing Waimanaolo blues. Singing Waimanaolo blues.
Waimanaolo blues. All right, do some more instrument changing here. Bill's going to put on the bass. I'm going to put on the guitar for a song here. Do a song written by an old friend of mine named Michael Smith, one of the best Chicago songwriters there ever was. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, but this is a song that he wrote. It's called Move Over, Mr. Gaugin. Of course, you know who Gaugin was, the artist who went to the islands. I'll just play the piano. I'm sick and tired of the USA. Come on, darling, let's birds fly away to Omakalapua, ina, ina, Okalaka, Okamaka, just a little island in the South Pacific. I never been there, but it sounds terrific. At Omakalapua, ina, ina, Okalaka, Ekamaka, looked it up in my atlas. It's just a dot on the map. But oh, that name spread from Portland to Maine. I had to practice, so I learned to say it. Oh, my girl, ina, 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 oh, kalaka, hekamaka. Sounds a little crazy, but oh, Mr. Gaugin. It's got one palm tree, one tropical bird. He whistles nothing but jazz. One native girl with one grass skirt. Her name is Sally, she's a bebopping alley. Oh, Makalapua, ina, ina, oh, kalaka, ekamaka. I want to know what Samoa, move over Mr. Gaugin. Yeah, look out, no way, move over Mr. Gaugin. Oh, I'm a real gun holly, move over Mr. Gaugin. Yeah. Move over, Mr. Gaugin. Michael Smith. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Le Pakalana? Pakalana.
Le Pakalana.
Le Pakalana.
I learned this song off an old Kingston Trio album from the 60s. It was sung all in Hawaiian. When I was with the Hawaiian band, A Bunch of Coconuts, we had a mentor who was Native Hawaiian. His name was Lopaka Young. Lopaka Young taught Elvis Presley how to play the ukulele when he was making his movie, Blue Hawaii.
Yeah.
So he coached me on the correct pronunciation of the Hawaiian lyrics. So the entire song will be sung in Hawaiian. Let me tell you a little bit about what the song means. Lake Pakalana is a very fragrant flower in a remote location in one of the Hawaiian islands. So that's what the song's about. So,
and when Elvis Presley was filming Fun in Acapulco, I taught him how to eat tacos. Wow, it's so funny.
Did he supersize the taco?
Yeah, he had milkshakes. Supersized tacos and milkshakes, yeah.
Okay,
All
this
right.
is Le Pakalana.
All right.
Hey Ave Maya, Le Pakalana, E ia ole pua, Le Pakalana. Hey Ave Maya, Le pone moie, E ia ole pua, Le ava puhi. Haina ia mai, Alakapuana, E ia ole pua, Le Pakalana. Haina ia mai, Alakapuana, E ia ole pua, Le Pakalana. Le Pakalana.
And that little intro figure that you hear, da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba ba, that's used in a lot of Hawaiian songs. That seems to be the traditional
The vamp.
intro vamp, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot the slack key players play that a lot too. I know when we were down here in Hawaii, we saw them playing that. All the slack key guitar players played that little intro in every single song they did. So,
Okay, here's another modern Hawaiian song called White Sandy Beach.
yeah, sounds good to me. I'm ready. Let's go. I want to go to a white sandy beach, please. Okay.
I just start with a D.
Oh,
I saw you in my dreams. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those long hot summer days, lying in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. White sandy beach.
yeah. And I have to agree with the guy here. I was just in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, a couple weeks ago, and boy, I'll tell
lucky.
you, I just love lying on the beach and listening to those waves crashing in. It's the most relaxing thing you can possibly do. So yeah, laying on a beach above the ocean is, it's just paradise. It really is.
Speaking of paradise,
Yeah,
the next song is called Beautiful Kauai.
beautiful
Kauai,
Kauai.
Kauai is one of the geologically older islands in Hawaii. You may not know it, but the Hawaiian Islands are actually volcanoes built up from the Pacific Ocean floor.
Right.
And the Pacific Ocean floor is 12,000 feet below sea level, so it's a mountain that's higher than the sea is tall.
Yeah.
And Kauai is one of the older islands. It's a very, very beautiful island. So this beautiful Kauai.
And if you haven't read James Michener's book Hawaii, have you ever read Hawaii? The book.
No,
Oh.
I know you wrote South
James
Pacific.
Michener has written a book called Hawaii many, many years ago, of course.
Yeah.
And he takes a whole chapter and explains how the Hawaiian Islands did come to be. And the guy is such a fabulous writer that the chapter is actually really, really interesting. And you'd think, oh, how boring could that get? But no, it really is good. This guy is a great writer. So James Michener's Hawaii, if you get a chance, read the book. I'm sure some of you have read it already.
He's famous for writing the novel South Pacific, upon which the
the
Rogers and
movie
Hammerstein
South Pacific.
musical and movie was made.
Yeah, and Chesapeake. He also wrote
Yeah,
Chesapeake.
yeah.
Great writer, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Beautiful Kauai. There's an island across the sea, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, and it's calling, yes, calling to me. Beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai. In the mist of Fern Grotto, Mother Nature made her home, and the falls of Wailua, where lovers often roam. So I'll return to my island across the sea. Beautiful Hawaii, beautiful Kauai, where my true love is waiting for me. Beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai. In the mist of Fern Grotto, Mother Nature made her home, and the falls of Wailua, where lovers often roam. So I return to my island across the sea. Beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful Kauai.
it certainly is beautiful.
Okay, we're gonna have some fun with a song called "Just Hang Loose." I think we learned it from Lopaka,
Yeah.
and I added a somewhat risque verse to it, but you'll recognize it when it comes
Just
along.
cover your ears if you're under 18. Thank you.
I did a little word substitution, but okay. So this expression in Hawaii means "hang loose," take it easy.
Right.
So. Just hang loose, just have fun, sipping on a drink of wine in the sun. Don't try to fight it, it ain't no use. When you're in Hawaii, you should just hang loose. Once I saw a holly man try to dance. He tried to do the hula, but he lost his pants. He didn't even fight, said it was no use. That's when he decided he would just hang loose. Just hang loose, just have fun, sipping on a drink or lying in the sun. Don't try to fight it, it ain't no use. When you're in Hawaii, you should just hang loose. Down on the beach in the palm tree shade, I met a pretty girl, I thought I had it made. I was so surprised when she said, "I'm Bruce."
Oh.
That's when I decided I would just hang loose. Just hang loose, just have fun, sipping on a drink or lying in the sun. Don't try to fight it, it ain't no use. When you're in Hawaii, you should just hang loose. There was a pretty holly girl, all proper and prim. Her hair was brown, her ukulele so ono and trim. She went to Little Beach, drank some coconut juice. That's when she decided she would just hang loose. Just hang loose, just have fun, sipping on a drink or lying in the sun. Don't try to fight it, it ain't no use. When you're in Hawaii, you should just hang loose. Grandpa met a real naughty hula girl. He slipped away from Grandma for a little whirl. But Grandma didn't worry, cause it was no use. Without his Viagra, it would just hang loose. Just hang loose, just have fun, sipping on a drink or lying in the sun. Don't try to fight it, it ain't no use. When you're in Hawaii, you should just hang loose. When you're in Hawaii, you should just hang loose.
Good advice.
Just hang loose.
Good advice. Just hang loose.
Let's see.
Nice.
How are we doing on time? 12 minutes? I'll skip this one.
Yeah. We've got about 10 minutes.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe enough to do 4.
Let's see what we got here.
Okay. All right.
Which one are you?
And let's do that one.
We'll do a song by an old friend of mine, John Prine, who he and I jammed many times back in the 70s and just passed away last year of COVID, unfortunately. We lost John Prine. But this is one of his songs, and it's called Let's Talk Dirty in Hawaiian. Yeah? Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I packed my bags and bought myself a ticket for the land of the tall palm tree. Aloha, old Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Hello, Waikiki. I just stepped down from the airplane when I thought I heard her say, wacka wacka licka licka, wacka wacka licka licka, would you like a lay? Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, whisper in my ear. Kikapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki, what the heck a muka muka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, say the words I long to hear. It's a ukulele Honolulu sunset, listen to the grass skirts sway. Drinking rum from a pineapple out on Honolulu Bay. The guitars all playing while she's talking with her hands. Gimme, okadoka, make me wish and wanna poke her words I understand. So let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, whisper in my ear. Kikapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki, what the heck a muka muka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, say the words I long to hear. Well, I bought a lot of junk with my moolah, and I sent it to the folks back home. I never had the chance to dance the hula, well, I guess I should have known. When you start talking to the sweet wahine, walking in the pale moonlight, Okanoka, what I said, a nakaraka, sister bakas, hope I said it right. So let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, whisper in my ear. Kikapuka maka wakahine are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki, what the heck a dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, say the words I long to hear. Oh, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, say the words I long to hear. Aloha.
What? Someone's talking? Who was
Did
that?
themselves by mistake. So,
Oh,
They
I'm sorry.
They unmuted
Yeah,
themselves.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll wait till someone stops talking, I guess.
Well, that's all we can
no,
say.
yes, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay. Here's another modern song written by rock and roll singer, the late Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon.
And this is called Hula Hula Boys, and it's written from the point of view of a jilted boyfriend.
Okay.
Who sees his
Got it. I'm
his
writing
girl
this down.
walking off with someone else,
Poor
one of the
guy.
local natives.
Poor Warren.
1, 2, 3, 4. I saw her leave the luau with the one who parked the cars and the fat one from the swimming pool. They were swaying arm in arm, and I could hear the ukuleles playing down by the sea. She's gone with the hula hula boys, she don't care about me. She's gone with the hula hula boys, she don't care about me. They're singing, hi ina ina ana hapa kapuana, hi ina ina maya ana kapuana, hi ina ina maya ana kapuana, hi ina ina maya ana kapuana. the Polynesian band. But she came home with her hair all wet and her clothes all filled with sand.
Yuck.
I didn't have to come to Maui to be treated like a jerk. How do you think I feel when I see the bellboy smirk? And I can hear the ukuleles playing down by the sea. She's gone with the hula hula boys. She don't care about me. Hula Boys.
Hula Boys. Set. Warren Zevon.
And now we turn the clock back, or turn the calendar back to the 1920s, and this is called I Wonder Where My Little Hula Girl Has Gone.
I've been wondering that for a long time now. Okay, let's settle down.
1, 2, 3, 4. That she rode upon, and I looked around as far as I could see. She flew to the east, she flew to the west, but I'll get no rest till I find her back in my little grass shack. Oh, I wonder where my little hula girl has gone. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. But I'll get no rest till I find her back in my little grass shack. Oh, I wonder where my little hula girl has gone. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. I wonder where my little hula girl has gone.
Sounds like Warren Zevon. Got the same problem as that guy, huh?
Okay, so we'll end appropriately with a song from, I think, 1926 called Don't Sing Aloha When I Go.
That's our way of saying goodbye to everybody. Hope you guys
Aloha
enjoyed
means
it.
hello and farewell.
That's right. Okay.
Okay. Way out in Honolulu, just at the close of day, I heard a sailor sing unto his dusky maid, and the ship slowly sailed away. Don't sing aloha when I go, because I'm coming back, you know. Don't sing aloha though I cry, our parting does not mean goodbye. I dream of you in Waikiki, that's where I always long to be. Just smile and say, and miss you so. Don't sing aloha when I go. Don't sing aloha when I go, because I'm coming back, you know. Don't sing aloha though I cry. Our party does not mean goodbye. I dream of you in Waikiki. That's where I always long to be. Just smile and say you'll miss me so. Don't sing aloha when I go. Say you'll miss me so. Don't sing aloha when I go. Aloha.
And aloha to all of you out there. Thank you very much. Do you want to do one more? Do you want to end with it?
Let's see. Maybe we could do that one.
Okay, we'll do one quick one here for you, just to wrap it up.
It's aloha oi. That's the traditional farewell number.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
Hawaii.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Heya, heya, ka ua ina ali. Keni e la ale. Ueui ana pai kaliko. Ua hahi lehua. Aloha oi, aloha oi, e ke ona noho I kalipo. One fond embrace, ahoi a until we meet again. Aloha oi, aloha oi, e ke ona noho I kalipo. One fond embrace, ahoi a until we meet again. Until we meet again. Aloha. Thank you.
Aloha, there you go. All right, thank you very much. I'm Dean Milano. This is Bill Tong. And you're going to say goodbye to us?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was that last song was pretty classic, right? But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
Probably flubbed the
Hawaiian
lyrics,
song.
but
The famous Hawaiian song,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
it was written by the Queen of Hawaii before
Yeah.
the island was taken over.
Yeah.
So were the two of you in? I mean, how did you get into this type of music? Or
Well, I played with a bunch of coconuts, and we didn't have a regular bass player, so Dean played with us a few times,
Right.
and we actually met at the Tiki Terrace in person.
Yeah,
we knew
that's
each other on Facebook.
Yeah, then we met.
And
yeah.
then Dean was sitting there and said, "Hey, I'm Dean." I said, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you."
Right. And I just love Hawaiian music. I mean, I love all kinds of music from every different genre and country there is. And I was in Hawaii. I heard a lot of great Hawaiian music. And we searched out some great Hawaiian music when we were there. And I just fell in love with it. And I still love it. It's great stuff. Yeah. So.
that was really fun. Does anyone want to chime in? Any comments or questions?
Yeah, well, be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah.
Bill?
No.
Okay. Or Dean? Okay, well, thank you. It was-
I have a question.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Go ahead.
How much do you miss performing before a live audience?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
It's very,
really tough. Yeah.
it's very different.
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the applause. Number one, you don't get the electricity that a live audience gives
Right,
you.
right.
And you can play much better when you have feedback from an audience, you know, and you're not getting that. So you have to just push forward and do the best you can.
So,
You know, it is hard though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't wait till the pandemic's over. We
Yeah.
can play again. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I've asked every performer I know who's in the performing arts that question. Some of them are on the stage, some are in music, or the dance, and they all say the same thing about the importance of having a live audience. So, as a live audience myself, a member myself, the next time we have live things, I'm going to applaud twice as loud.
Good for
We
you.
appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. It's I think people.
Applause for you for now. You know, since you keep the camera. You know,
thank you.
we're all muted, so.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We're used to that now.
Yeah.
After a year of doing this, we're used to that. You know,
Right.
but we can't wait to get back to real performance. Again,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Live audience.
Yep. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. See you later. Aloha.
Aloha.
Okay.